Hello, hello, beautiful souls. How's it going? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are on this journey. Thank you so much for all your love and wonderful wishes as well. I got some new incense. We went away for the weekend there. It was a beautiful weekend, and I got my favorite incense. I could just smell them all day. So I thought I would use one of those today. I got frankincense, lemongrass, and also a lotus. And I got dragon's blood here too, you guys. And you know what? It's also, if you look at the vibrations of them, frankincense and also dragon's blood have an 8 vibration and very, very powerful and abundant as well. So, how are you guys doing? Have you guys had a good weekend? Carrie, hello, Carrie, Carolyn, everybody. It's so nice to see you guys. Well, I guess chat with you guys. Hello, Melissa. All right. Well, I'm excited to get into some tarot readings for you guys. My goodness, I don't know. I slept funky and I came to my neck a little bit. So I feel a little bit lopsided right at the moment, but I'm excited to dive into this. You guys have some questions we're going to dive into here. And I think Carolyn, you did send me a message here. You were curious to look into your daughter Brittany and her boyfriend Frankie. You're curious if they're in a healthy relationship. So they live with their mom and sister. So let's see what's going on. We'll see what the cards have to say. What do we have, Spirit, for Carolyn when it comes to your daughter Brittany and her boyfriend Frankie? What's their energy of the relationship? I'll take a card for her and then for Frankie and then the relationship between, and we'll see what comes up. These bigger cards are always so much harder to shuffle. So again, for you guys that want to get into tarot, take a note, the size does matter. It makes it a big difference when you're trying to shuffle. Oh, interesting here. So, my friend, when we look at this, Carolyn, for your daughter, she's coming up as the Queen of Wands. So, this is a beautiful, fiery energy. I will say, is this, when you're curious, are they in a healthy relationship? I have to say there's definitely a few underlining issues that are coming up here. Just by looking at this though, he's coming up as the 7 of Swords, which is not the greatest energy. I don't want to say it doesn't have to be like a malicious energy, but it could even be somebody that is avoiding to actually resolve conflict. It feels like he's just dodging certain conflicts. Like, even looking at this is interesting. So there we have her, and then we have like the energy of him looking the complete opposite way. And when I look at what's connecting them in their relationship, the Queen of Swords, but in reverse came out. So it feels like, you know, when I see this again, things can happen, people can grow and come together, but I do think that there is an energy of her growing out of this relationship with her being that Queen of Wands. So I feel like he's just not emotionally mature enough with her energy, which is what's coming out here. So kind of interesting. Let me see if I can pull a couple more on this, but I don't see it as a very nurturing space. Okay, Carolyn? Let me just pull a couple more here. Yeah, see, she has something about this beautiful nurturing energy, and it's kind of being suppressed a little bit. So I do think there will be a time, look at this, it's going to be more and more, it's going to start to feel more and more restrictive for her. And there's going to be that decision where she's sitting on the fence about where she wants to take her energy and her momentum moving forward. Okay, so is this her forever guy? Based off of what I'm seeing, there's a lot of growth that has to be done for them to really come together on the same page, because it feels like they're not on the same page. Okay, so much love to you guys and your daughter. And thank you for your love and support. I appreciate all you guys. Hello, Diana, Denise. Oh my goodness, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Kelly, another year gone. Hi, Chantal and Lillian. It was fun. We got to I love the island. We went to Victoria and they have this park and it's just so magical. They have peacocks and they have little squirrels and the duckies and I go there and we were feeding them and just, having a nice time. It was beautiful. It was sunny out, so it was a very good weekend. Went so fast. And then we got to stay in a haunted hotel. So actually, one little story I can tell you, I was like excited to do some ghost hunting. Not too much happened. We were at the Empress, and what I will say is I was sitting in the hallway. They have like these two almost king chairs. So I went out there, I don't know, it was like 10 or 11 at night. And I was sitting there, just connecting. And all of a sudden there was 4 elevators, so there's 2 on each side, and one elevator opens, nobody's in it. So I was like, "Oh, that's weird, whatever." And then the other elevator opened, but nobody got out, and then the elevator opened. So all the elevators on all sides just decided to open, not at the same time. It was like in sequence, and nobody got off the elevators. Nobody was standing at the elevators. So that was kind of interesting right there, but that's as far as the activity went for us anyway. So it's kind of interesting. Yes, Beacon Hill Park. Yes, Kelly. Beacon Hill Park. I love it there. It's so magical. I go there every time we go out to Victoria. Yeah, it was a little creepy, but I had fun. I have to say, as like when I was little, I've always been interested in paranormal and the spooky stories. So it kind of like sparked some of that back up again. Um, all right, let's see. Lovely soul family. Mary. So Mary, you actually had I love your question. I was gonna do a video on this. I'll pull a few cards on it, but you said um the UK government is to introduce the ID brick card, which will be bad. I don't think it will happen. Could you ask the cards? So let's see. I will do a video for you guys on this because I'm curious to see what comes out as well. But that's what I've been saying, you guys. This has been something that has come out of all my readings, and it's the push for more of that decentralized system. And again, when we're looking at the IDs and all of that, right? It's a form of control. So let's see, Spirit, what can you share when it comes to these digital IDs in the UK, the brick card? Interesting. So it's definitely something that's being pushed really. I feel like it's trying to be pushed quite fast here. They've been planning this. This isn't new. They've been planning this for a while. I feel like it's been in motion for at least 3 years with that past energy. So it is going to be like more ramped up. Think of like CV-19, right? When that happened too, they portray it as okay, also voluntary at first, right? So they're like, okay, look at this is going to protect you. This is the best thing for you guys. So it's being portrayed as something very positive, and even all these little side things that are happening in the background and in some of the big things. Look at that UK guy that ran or like plowed through a pile of a crowd during that celebration or ceremony there, right? This is also things that can be pushed for, okay, we need more surveillance, we need more security, we need more identification. So it's going to be very much pushed in terms of this is great. This is gonna help you guys, right? But in actuality, it's not. It's all about, guess what? Control, keeping things contained. It's almost like putting multiple systems together. Money, healthcare, all of that. Social status, who knows, right? It kind of brings back the whole Black Mirror episode. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but years ago, I remember watching a Black Mirror episode and it was quite creepy, but very much similar to this. People had certain points, and these points were deducted if they didn't follow the guidelines or follow the regulations. Will this actually happen? I think it is going to be pushed, absolutely. But it's interesting, we have the temperance in the outcome, and, I mean, we can link this. This is one of my counter alliances, my Archangel Michael card. So this is a white hat energy, and what's aspecting it is the death of a system and people moving to like different calmer waters. So I can't say 100% everybody is going to it's not going to, oh, how do I want to word that? It's almost like it does get pushed, but people are going to almost stop and be like, wait a minute, right? So just like with CV-19, a lot of people still bought into the system, but it also woke so many people up. And I get that same kind of vibe and same kind of energy. But ultimately, these systems are crumbling. So I don't see this as staying around for the long term, right? So interesting. Thanks for your question. I'll definitely do more of a video on that. That's definitely on my list. So, all right. So let's see. What else do we have here, lovely souls? Hello. My birthday was on the 14th, so it was a couple days ago, but I wasn't able to get on live. I was trying to do a live on Friday, but then my daughter had her sports day, so I went to that, and then we left for the island on Saturday. So we're here today. So thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you guys. You just seen the orbs. Yeah, people will not. Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna wake up to that for sure. Thank you. All right, so let's see here. I think I've seen a really cool question from, let me find it. Jane. So you said, what does it mean when we hear the high-pitched noises either in the left or the right ear? So I love this question. I might actually do a video on that. I think that's really cool. Um, w- a lot of the times you guys, we are living antennas, right? We are like tuning forks, right? And with the energy, like, have you guys seen the Schumann resonance in the last couple of days? It's been spiking and intensifying. But it can very much, ringing in the ears can actually be tinnitus, right? I'm not a doctor, but please do your research as well. But what I can share with you guys when it comes to the ringing in the ears, when you're looking at, let's say, the right side of your body as well, for me it's almost like that masculine, it's the yang energy. So that could be representation of messages coming in from our soul family, our guides, right? Let's say downloads, right? But on ringing with the left ear, this is more the subtleties. This is that inner self, the yin energy, so the feminine. And when we look at that, we can be looking at the ringing in our left ears as being more subtleties in terms of alignments. Okay, so that's kind of how I can explain it. That could just be my experience, but I absolutely think it's a lot to do with integrations. A lot of the times we are integrating new frequencies, we are upgrading, right? So Yeah, look at this. The high priestess. So this is the subtleties. This is our intuition. I think a lot of us are getting these ringing in the ears and we're feeling the subtleties. It's so interesting. Even the, as you can guys call it, I guess like telepathy. You think of something or you think of someone and they message you. It's happening more and more and more. It's just very consistent now. So I absolutely think this is it could be two different things depending. Again, my right side is more my connections from guides, from spirits or soul family. This could be your loved ones trying to connect and get a message to you. Because a lot of the times, you guys, it's very soft, it's very subtle. It's not a big like bang, right? Very subtle energies. Um so thank you for your question, lovely lady. Carrie, you guys are from Vancouver Island. That's awesome. I do love it out there. Carney, can I look into your finances improving over the next 3 months? Yeah, we can pull some cards on that. Let's see what we have for Carney. I know I'm a little bit tired today, guys. It's kind of like when you sleep in not your bed, it's just not the same, right? And then this morning, I had my blinds open, and this morning when I woke up, the sun was blaring in my face. So I was up pretty early this morning. But I went for my nice walk, so that was beautiful. So let's see, Spirit, what do you have when it comes to the energy of Connie and finances over the next 3 months? What does this look like? Ooh, look at that. Ace of Swords. Yes, these are breakthroughs. You got two aces. Oh, you got two aces. Yeah, I do see things improving for you over the next couple months, absolutely. But I feel like you're also being asked to let something go, okay? Seven or five of swords is coming out in the situation, and when I see this with the other energy too, it's like you're right there. Look at that. This is all about independence. This is financial freedom. This is your fruits of your labor paying off, right? And it's a lot closer than you think, but sometimes I think we like to block ourselves and we think we have to do more or work harder, right? Just allow things to flow. Like I said, with going even for little walks out in nature, you guys, you really connect and you collaborate with that resonance, and things will just start to flow much easier. So I do see things improving for you, my friend, but I feel like you're also being asked to walk away from something that's not serving you anymore. So just keep that in mind and be open to opportunities that come your way. Well, thank you so much for joining me, Melissa. It's always nice to see you guys or chat with you guys. I guess I can't see you, but I feel you guys. Um, Woo woo woman. Hello, Colette. Thank you very much. Will you find true love this summer? All right, let's see what we have for woo woo woman. I do love the frankincense as well. I'm big on lemongrass. I like lemongrass. All right. What do we have for woo woo woman? So it's kind of interesting because I do see someone coming in for you pretty fast here, but I feel like it's more of a summer romance. Okay, it's almost like a like um it's kind of like a fun summer romance. That's what I'm gonna say, okay? I don't see this as being, unfortunately, the something that lasts for years and years. It just looks like it's more of like adventurous, more fun, but it does look like something is potentially coming in over the next even 8 weeks, I would say for you. Okay. But unfortunately, the outcome is the 10 of wands. So it may be fun, but it may be short lived. Okay. So um, that's what I'll share with you there, lovely lady. It won't be a happy ever after from what I can see. There's just a little bit of conflict happening, but it does look like there's some possibility. It could actually be with somebody of your past. And I feel like we've talked before where you were in a relationship, but then you guys parted. So this could even be you guys picking something up or with somebody of your past here over the summer. But again, I'm not sure if it's going to be a forever happy ever after. Okay, my friend? Just a perspective, things can change. Oh, thank you so much. Chantel, you're so sweet. um, Kessler, could I do a reading on your career? Well, did you have more of a specific question, my friend? Like, are you looking for a new job or what's your question about your career? What can you share, Spirit, about Kessler and the career here? Oh, wow. If you're let me scroll down here. Sometimes I always lose my place on this chat. So Kessler, if you do have more of a specific question, let me know. But you're coming up as the death card here, so this is very much a massive transformation, and I feel like you've been like contemplating or juggling something for a very long time because that's in that past, but you have amazing energy going forward. Okay, the star is in the present moment, so it shows you in a period of renewal here, so you are healing, and this is also a card of technology. So I'm not sure what kind of field you're in, but this could represent technology. I feel like you're being, oh my gosh, recognized. You have the lovers here. You even have the 9 of Pentacles in the outcome with the 9 of Cups. This is a wish fulfillment. Okay, so massive breakthroughs on the career front. But it was kind of, sorry, you guys, again, specific questions are always very helpful because then we can look into that exact energy. But for yourself, for general energy, I see massive changes in your career. So whatever you were doing, it feels like something new is being rebirthed and it's going to be very successful. Okay, really positive. Um, Yes, much love to you, Carolyn. Thank you. Yeah, the Dragon's Blood one I got is this one here. It's pretty good. I like it. Very strong, but it depends. Like I personally love the strong scents. So it's really, I guess, a personal preference. Some of the incense are much more subtle, where this one you're gonna smell it. But I find these ones are really beautiful, these ones here. Colette, no one has read on my state, Connecticut. I think you messaged me about that before. Um, I'll put a note down here and I will see if I can do a video for you. But I have to write it down because I'm going to forget. Connecticut. Will the Governor Lamont be exposed and removed? I can pull a couple cards on that and see what's coming up for you. What do we have for Colette when it comes to Connecticut and the governor? It does feel like there's absolutely going to be a change in leadership here. But I also feel like I don't know if this what your thoughts are on this governor. I'm not too familiar personally with him at all. But there is a sense of like this person trying to win at all costs. So I feel like this person's not going to try to like not going to let go very easily here. But I do think yes, there is a sense of them being removed here. It may take a bit of time. Because the Knight of Pentacles is in that present moment, and it's a slower moving energy, but it's being worked on again. If you want to talk about like the counter forces and the alliances here, they are very much involved in this too, behind the scenes from what it looks like. So yes, he's not going to be around forever here. There is a switching, and I love that we have the Six of Pentacles because this is somebody that is more for the people. This is the reciprocity and just an equal give and take, right? Where you have a lot of these greedy, look at this, like these greedy, power hungry leaders, right? Again, you guys don't put these people on pedestals, really don't. Very few of them are for the people, right? So yes, I do think it may take a little bit of time, but I'll see if I can do more of a video for you, lovely lady, when it comes to Connecticut, okay? Or maybe I'll do like another US one and I'll include the Connecticut leader for you as well. But it does look like there is a sense with that Two of Pentacles of a switch happening. Again, you guys, it's a big show, a big movie that needs to play out. What really matters is going within, right? Josephine. Let's see what we have for Josephine. You're curious if you will meet somebody this month. All right, let's see what we have for Josephine. What's the energy of Josephine and any romantic relationships coming for Josephine? You do have options. Absolutely. We have we have a little bit of a pause, okay? I feel like you are just at a moment where things are being recalibrated here because we have that hangman in the situation. But with this, there's absolutely somebody coming in here. Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups, okay? And this is fast moving. So it feels like this pause or this stagnancy is actually it's close to being kind of completed. It feels like you're going through an alignment here. It's almost like an energetic recalibration is what I keep getting. And I think that you may very much have this somebody rushing in over the next even this could be fast. Like again, my one card that I use for times. I mean, again, times can always change, you guys, but this is again that energy of 8 days to 8 weeks, at the most 8 months, but very fast energy coming through here. Okay. So, yes, I do think that there's absolutely a romantic relationship coming in for you, my friend. But there's just a recalibration happening in your field at the moment. And again, always an important question to ask too when you guys are getting into these relationships. Like, are you looking for these relationships to fulfill you? Because that's a big no no, right? Hello. Thank you so much, thankfully. Hello, Scott. Mary, I won't be having one, yeah. I love it. Oh, Carrie, I remember chatting with you. I feel like I just got a download of of our session. I did a reading for you in April, May on your pup Bean. Oh yeah, Bean was so sweet. She now has a rescue sister. Downloads moving through other dimensions. I'm just gonna go up. I feel like you messaged me somewhere else too here. So you guys rescued a female lab. Oh my goodness. So female lab. I was on when we were on the ferry coming home, we were on the pet deck and I was sitting with this amazing little golden lab. His name was Luigi. So sweet. Sweetest dog ever. So let's see here. Female lab mix 30 days ago. How are your pups getting along now? So they had extreme anxiety and stress. How's this dissipated with her? Okay, let's pull a few on. Let's look at Bean and what do we have, Spirit, for Bean and the new addition for Carrie? Oh, this is really good. This is things starting to balance out for you guys, yes. So, it may have been look at that back of the deck, it may have been pretty intense, but it looks like things it's like the routines are starting to I feel like the dogs, I mean, they really thrive off of their routines as well. This is structure routines. They're like soul sisters. Like it's so interesting here. There's a lot of energy with my past life connections coming up too for the pups. And I think that was something that we talked about in our session as well. It's like that past life connection and that comes up very strongly here. So yes, I think even though things were it's almost like fighting for attention too, but things are absolutely calming down. I'm not getting like all that stressful energy seems to be in the past and things are becoming much more grounded in routine and structure. So it looks like they're doing really well here. Okay, lovely lady. So congratulations on your new addition. I know they can be such a joy, but also a lot of work. I love that so yeah, sorry to recap in terms of has this dissipated with her? Yes, with that temperance, I do. Yeah, look at that. I cut the deck and I got the 10 of Pentacles again. I feel like they're like meant to be together. That's what it seems like. All of you guys, like you guys are very much meant to be connected. So that's really beautiful. You need a babysitter for Bean. He was pretty oh my goodness. I lost what I was gonna say. Not anxious, but just very excited, right? I love it. I hope you're doing well over there. Yeah, sassy. There you go. I love the word sassy. That's so perfect. Well, I hope you're doing phenomenal over there, Carrie. Oh my goodness. Sassy diva. My goodness. Hello, Linda. Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Jackie. Oh, Guava was had the stress and Bean had the yeah, because I'm seeing with that kind of 5 of swords, it's kinda like looking towards the back, like, "Oh, she's getting all the attention now," right? So, yes, I do think things are gonna calm down quite a bit. If they haven't, they should be calming down pretty quick here from what I can see. Um, but it looks like they're meant to be together. And you know what? They can maybe tire themselves out, right? uh, Linda. Thank you, lovely lady. My birthday was on June 14th, so a couple days ago, and we were at the island. It was a beautiful weekend. We just went and hung out in nature and went for dinner and that kind of thing. I had my duck entourage again at Beacon Hill Park, so it was pretty funny to see the ducks. I do feed them a little bit too, but even before they just like start following you, and it's quite a bit of fun. I love it. Oh, thank you, Scott. The Queen of Tarot. Oh my goodness. You guys are too sweet. Yeah, so Kessler, I think I looked at your career, and that was very much a big energy. You have a massive shift. I think you were the one that came out as the death card, massive transformation and a lot of switches in terms of abundance coming towards you. So I'm not sure if you had a specific question about your career, but it looked like you were going through a massive change with that death card. Okay. So please keep that in mind. It looks like really positive momentum moving forward for you. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Linda and NLN. Oh, I'm so happy to hear he's doing fine, Jack. That's amazing. Thanks, Dee. All right, Linda, let's see here. Can I see if you're going to be working in a healing center where you currently are? You very much, oh, sorry. Okay, I'm going to be an X-ray tech working on med beds. I'm a medical intuitive. Okay, let's see what we have for Linda. What do we have for Linda Spirit when it comes to her working working in a healing center? Where you're currently at? What's the energy of you working in a healing center? Ooh, look at that. Ace of Swords, yes, absolutely. And then on top of that, I do see that this is a really good direction for you, my friend. We have the Sun as the outcome and the Ace of Swords as well. So I do think it's kind of interesting that you talked about X-ray and med beds, and look at this. Look at this Nine of Swords in the bed. So this is full of a lot of anxieties. Maybe this is certain underlying conditions, and they're being cleaned and healed here with the Sun. So I do think that you have a lot of energy to support your in this field of work when it comes to medicine, when it comes to the intuitive side. Absolutely. So I think it's a big yes from what I can see. Like, this is a big yes in the situation. All right. There may be some little hiccups here and there, but this may not even be hiccups. I'm going to actually pull a couple more cards on that, because I think with some of the challenging cards, it's almost like not necessarily you, it's more dealing with the patients and their things that they're working on, let's say, or trying to clear up. So can I get a couple more confirmation cards, Spirit, for Linda when it comes to her working on like med beds or medical intuitive? Ooh, I like that. Facilities. I have a big yes for that. Okay, the only thing I want to say here is this Seven of Swords has come up a couple times in your last one as well. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing. This is also a strategy, right? But what I do want to say is just when we're looking at med beds, you guys, there are a lot of scams out there too. I do see you absolutely working into like in a place where you are assisting people. Absolutely. So just make sure that, you guys are aware of any funny business, if that makes sense, because this is sometimes people not being truthful or not being honest, but it's also strategy. So, please take what resonates. Again, leave what does not. I'm sure you guys know the drill. But yeah, absolutely. I do see you moving forward and working in a facility that is involving healing because look at this. This is harmony. This is healing. This is balance. So, absolutely. Okay, Linda, it looks like that's your jam, girl. And look at this back of the deck, the Empress. This is nurturing, healing. So, you just have that natural gift, right? So, yes, I think that you are right on track with that energy. Just be cautious of getting involved with, I don't know if you're already involved in a company or if you're just feeling like that's the direction you're headed. So, just be a little cautious of some of the companies, from what I can say. Okay. Make sure you use your intuition on that. Or if you let me know down below if you had, if you are working with one specifically, or you're just curious to see the energy moving forward of it. And we could always look into that company a little bit more. But yes, overall, according to your question and the tarot, it looks like you will be headed in towards that kind of a direction. Okay. Thank you very much, NLN. So you're recently retired, and you're just wondering what insight there is with your tiny business as a small source of income. What can you share, Spirit, about NLN? So you've recently retired. Congratulations. And you're wondering what's coming up with your tiny business. What do we have, Spirit, with NLN and the source of income coming up here? You're going to be fine. There's nothing here saying that you're going to be fine, my friend. Right now, in the present moment, it's kind of juggling and balancing things, especially when if you're just recently retired and you're used to having an X amount of money coming in and now that's changed. So I do think that you got some money in the savings here. I think that you are going to be fine. Your business will continue to grow too. So now that you're retired, if you do want to move forward and expand your business, you have a lot of energy here to say yes, you can absolutely expand it. You have really good energy here, NLN. So I don't think you have anything to worry about when it comes to your finances, to be honest. Like, yes, maybe don't go overboard and spend too much, especially right now, but it's right in this present time. I think over even again, this is just an estimate, you guys, but the 10 of cups here, and I just keep seeing like, okay, even in the next 10 months, if you really want to move forward and expand your business, you can be doing quite well because you came out as the King of Pentacles as the outcome, and this is you mastering your field. This is stability. This is financial abundance. So I don't see anything for you to be really concerned about on the financial level. You may even be traveling here. That's my travel card. So there's a lot of opportunities that are going to come up. And I think, oh, look at this. So 2 of Cups, and you have also being recognized here. So pay attention to networking partnerships. I feel like a lot of those are going to help get a foot in the door if you want to work on expanding your business as well. But it looks like there's nothing according to the tarot, there's nothing too much to be super concerned about. Okay. I think you'll be doing well in the months ahead here. It's just right now, 2 of Pentacles is kind of just juggling things and just saying, okay, getting all your ducks in a row, as I like to say. But hopefully that gave you some insight, but it looks really good moving forward. Absolutely. Yeah, Jane. It's so true regarding the med beds, yet so many looking for healing. I know you guys, I do think there will be technologies that can help us on, our health, but we can do this. You guys, we have so many things in our now world. And when it comes to herbs, when it comes to sound healing, when it comes to frequencies, when it comes to working with breath work, we just I don't know. It's almost like we just continue to dismiss it and we think that something outside of us has to come in and heal us. Okay. So we will eventually get there because we are in the age of Aquarius. This is all about technology. So we are going to see more and more of that. But that being said, you guys don't feel like you have to wait for some med bed to come in order to work and heal on yourself. So I think that we will see lots of new facilities, like healing facilities, holistic facilities opening, and I think you absolutely have a foot in the door with that, um, Linda. But just be cautious because I know there's still a lot of scammers out there, especially in this, whole technology era, right? So just some food for thought. All right, Jack. Thank you, lovely. Let's see here. Will you meet a girlfriend soon? Got lots of love readings today. What do we have for Jack moving forward? Is there a girl coming in soon for Jack? What do we have, Spirit, for Jack? Look at this. Yes, you know what? You do have that energy. So you're coming up as the King of Pentacles. I love this. And we have the situation. We have a Queen of Cups. So we have somebody that is very much, nurturing, emotionally secure, emotionally mature, I guess I should say. And there is, like, look at that. Back of the deck is even that lover. So yes, you are on the verge of that energy for sure. Um, but how do I want to like word it as well? It's almost like yes, there is that energy of aligning with a lovely lady here that I feel like would be an amazing fit, and there's a sense of you guys even this is a celebration, okay? So this could indicate a couple different things. This could indicate you meeting this person when you are if you have any upcoming celebrations or gatherings or dinners or whatever, right? But this is also my house card, so it's kind of like moving in. So there could be a relationship coming out where you guys are even going to have a higher level commitment and you guys moving in together. But what I kind of want to say too is it's like sometimes we do all this manifestation work and whatnot, but then we don't take the actual steps to go and let's say try to meet these persons. So is she going to just come knocking on your door if you just stay at home and do nothing? You know what I mean? I'm not saying you're doing that, but I'm just giving you a perspective. Yes, but you kind of have to put yourself out there a little bit too, from what I'm getting. Because there's this sense of you kind of in solitude or just doing your thing, which is great, but there's a strategy. I keep saying there's some kind of a strategy to get yourself out there to meet this lady. Okay. So hopefully that made sense. But yes, absolutely. I think this person that's coming in actually has soulmate energy. And I even have the 10 of Pentacles too, which is phenomenal. But these are also my cards for that past life energy. So some people we connect with and you just you feel something, right? If that makes sense. I'm sure you guys know what I'm getting at, but absolutely it looks like there is a female. We could look at the cups as it doesn't have to be, but it is that water energy. So very lovely. I like a water sign. But I like it because you guys are both, it's like a king and a queen. So you guys are both meeting each other with a maturity, a level of a spiritual maturity is what it looks like. So that's where it looks like it'll be really positive and effective. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Jack. Thank you so much for your question. You're so sweet. Thank you so much, my friend. I love you guys. You guys are phenomenal. Yes, Jane, I love this. I love everything you just said there. And absolutely, we've just been so programmed, heavily programmed for so long, thinking that we need all these external things when we just complicate it. We just complicate it ourselves, right? And when we bring ourselves back to it's hard to put in words, but again, I've talked about this so many times when I've recently just started going out into nature and you resonate, you connect, and you feel like you are one with the universe. And it's really hard to put it in words, but that's when like the floodgates open and you just connect and you start to see bigger pictures, right? Um, so we are really powerful, you guys. We really are. And there are many things available to this day when it comes to absolutely, like Jane said, herbalistic remedies, certain teas, certain breath work techniques. These are all things that will expand our lives and clear out our diseases, clear out our traumas, right? Because when we're not trying to battle and fight with ourselves, that's when some beautiful stuff really happens. All right, so we'll take a couple more. I'll see if there was any other questions. I have a bit of a busy day today to catch up with some sessions and some stuff because I'm a big workaholic, so I actually do usually work on weekends as well when I can, and I didn't work for like 3 days, so I have quite a bit of stuff to do now. Okay. Um, D, you said I was in the zone relaxing in the sun on Saturday and looked up at the cloud as I started. Um, you saw the light and okay, sorry, I have to, I think my eyes are going blurry here. All right, so you started the I am the light, I am the love phrase, and neon pink dots came out of the cloud. That sounds beautiful. It's almost yeah, it's like you're connecting with the sun. I have done certain breathing techniques before, breathing and blinking techniques when connecting with the sun, and I've had some really amazing connections with the sun actually. I don't know if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you guys something. So, I feel like what you're doing, my friend, is you are connecting because we are all one. We're one with Mother Earth and Gaia. And um, I just wanted to see if I can show you something because I think this was really cool. I did a lot of connecting with the sun years ago, and I started filming the sun. And at some points too, I was able to actually capture there's a couple things I'll see if I can show you guys. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it here, but I was able to capture, almost like sigils in the sun, okay? So here's one there. There's kind of some interesting shapes. It doesn't really do it that much justice here, but this was with the camera. So the sun was beaming these different sigils out. It was really interesting. And there was another one as well. But I'm gonna show you something that I found really cool. Um, Let me see if I can find it quickly here. I had many So if you can see, like, the sun is this is just one of the ones, but as you're connecting, you'll see the sun's blinking, and it's like a transmission with the sun. So I thought that was really cool, and, this was definitely a little while ago, so I have to get back out and start connecting with the sun again, but I've had quite a few of those really cool experiences, so this is what you're doing. You are connecting with Mother Earth, my friend. Um Anyway, yeah, it was really neat. It was a really cool experience. So I'll just pull a couple cards here for you. But Again, it's really quite incredible, and you know what else I was watching recently? People talking to trees. I talk to the trees all the time. I'm a crazy lady who walks down the street and talks to the trees, but I've seen a lot of people filming videos, talking to the trees and telling it to come towards them or touch their shoulder, and it responds. So you are projecting a resonance, and it's responding to you. Yeah, look at this. We have the Ace of Swords for you, D, the 10 of Cups, and the World. It's like your look at the back of the deck is also the Ace of Wands. So you are projecting your resonance and your passion and your love, and it is responding to you. So that's beautiful. Keep doing that. I love it. Yeah, the trees can hear you. Absolutely. There's been lots of studies on that as well. All right, lovely souls. So I think, let's see. So hopefully I got most of your guys' questions. I'm sorry if I missed anybody today. Oh, darn, I wanted to do a giveaway too. I totally didn't think that through. Um, okay, let me see here. So, okay, what I'm going to do, if you guys are a part of my mailing list, I'm going to just go through my mailing list and like pick a random number. And if you guys, I'll be doing a free giveaway. I wanted to do a free reading for someone, just as a thank you as well. I love you guys. And I should have planned that better, but I totally forgot to plan something. So what can we do here? Should I do it on my email or? I'm almost wondering if I should pick a number. That's what I mean. I feel like I should do it for you guys that have joined me here today. So I can use a random selection for those who participate. Yeah, exactly. So should I pick a number? Okay, I'll write down a number and we will see what. Let's do like a number from 1 to 10. And do you guys want to write down below what number you guys are thinking? I'll telepathically tell you guys. Watch you guys all get the same number. And those who get the right number, I guess we'll do a reading. Okay, just wait. Just wait. I'm going to think of my number. So we'll do from 1 to 10. Okay. All right, so I have my number. And if nobody guesses this number, I do have a secondary number in my head too. So if nobody gets it, then I'll go to my secondary one. So let me know when you guys are ready. I should have announced that on the beginning. Darn. Sorry, guys. That was bad planning on my part. So maybe what I'll do is while you guys are doing that, I'll just scooch through and see if there was one more question. Oh, was that was that an orb? Maybe it was. Maybe it was dust. I don't know. Mm. And Ellen, money is coming, your mom used to say. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, kind of scrolling backwards here, Chung, I think I missed your message, but you were talking about the school systems and are they gonna wake up from all the all the crazy programming? And when you think of it, like the school systems have not changed. That's a big topic, and it's like they just want to put everybody in a small little box. And also, you guys, as I've been really studying a lot more of numerology and Chinese astrology, if you look at all the, all most of us here were born, in the 1990s or whatever, right? So we have that one energy. One is more masculine. All the children that have been born in the 2000s, they have a different energy. They have the twos, and the twos are the feminine, right? So that's why we're seeing so many more kids nowadays. They're softer, right? But it's not that that's a bad thing. It's just a new energy. It's unfortunate that these school systems really just program all this crap into you, right? So I really do. I should do another, like, a video on that when it comes to the school systems. I do think that we are going to see some changes. Um, I've actually recently seen, I've talked about this before, but I love it. I just love it. I think it's out in the UK where this one girl started a school system, and it was where they blindfold the children, and they read, they write, they play sports, and it really connects them to their inner senses, and it's mind-blowing. But to the children, it's just normal. They're like, oh, there's nothing, different about me versus you. It's just we've developed these senses. So I hope more schools like that come about, because I think it was really incredible. But I have talked about that before as well. It was called the Mindfold, and I know you can find some stuff online with it. So there's that. And before the age of 12, you can really pick this up quite a bit faster, because I've done this even with my daughter, and she's 12 now, and she picks it up like so fast. Like their intuition is just on point. Um, and we play like the numbers game as well. Like I encourage you guys to encourage your children to just be more in touch with their self. Just have fun with it too, because we'll play the numbers game. It's like, okay, what number are you thinking? And she will get it right like 95% of the time, and it's incredible. So it blows me away, but it would be so nice to see these school systems kind of accommodate each kid different, because each kid has their own strengths and their own weaknesses, and maybe one wants to do this and one wants to do that, and then they just put them in this little curriculum, right? So anyway, I love your question. Thank you. I'll probably look at doing a video on that at some point soon here. But I do think that we'll see some changes in the years ahead. Now, I don't know what your guys' thoughts are on this. I have not pulled cards, but I've seen also a school, it's probably in the US, but an AI school where you don't have teachers, and you're able to have a curriculum based off of that child. And it's not like everybody's doing the same thing. So I do think it's a kind of interesting approach. I mean, I'd have to look into it a little bit more, but yes, I think there will be big changes with that. Okay. So, lovely souls, I am going to share my number with you guys. Again, I love you all. So somebody did pick my number, and it was number 5. So Jane, send me an email and I'll do a reading for you. I'm gonna actually do one more, because I was I do have a favorite. My favorite number, I don't know why, I've been guided to do 5, but I was also, going to I really my second number was number 8, so I wanna give Jack I'll give you a reading as well. So if both of you guys want to message me, I will get back to you as soon as possible. Usually I can get my readings out within, 48 to 72 hours. So, with that being said, yes, if you two want to send me an email, readingswithbrianne at gmail.com, but you can find it probably on my page as well. Okay. So thank you so much. I love you guys, and thank you for joining me today on this another tarot reading. I'm excited to come back again. And if you guys do want to session, then you guys can always check out my website, Readings with Breanne. I'm actually going to probably be rebranding and switching a few things because now that I'm more in and researching numerology and astrology, I might change my website again, even though I just did do an updated one. I'm probably going to redo it again because I want to have it a different energy or I want it to have a different energy than what it does now. So I'll be working on that in the days ahead. But with that being said, thank you so much. If Jack and Jane want to send me an email, I'll get back to you guys with a reading. Okay. So I love you guys. And until next time, bye for now, guys.